wherever she goes, I'm following.
I know.
Like I became the client, like the other ones from before. I said, wherever you go, I'm following.
Like there's beauty in everything, every which way you can look at it. Anything can motivate you.
My biggest supporters and my biggest cheerleaders are people who didn't know me.
She's not just saying that. Like, that's legit. Hi, thank you for joining yet another episode of Get Set with Lissette. This is the episode where we have inspiring conversations that empower you to get set. And today I am joined with two amazing boss women, entrepreneurs doing their thing. We've got Betsy, aka B,
Hey.
and Alexis, aka Lexi.
Hello.
So before we get started, because the ladies were a little like, this is out of their repertoire, I wanted to do a quick icebreaker, okay? So this is just to break the ice. This is,
right.
I don't want you guys to think too much into it. I want to just, it's going to be a this or that, okay? So, and then just say what it is off the top.
Okay.
All right, so here we go. Rapid fire questions. Summer or winter?
Oh, it's winter. Winter drip is just amazing.
I'm going to say winter.
You gonna say winter
The
too?
older I got, the more I'm going to say winter.
Modest.
But-
I like the modesty of winter.
But I want to move to Florida, though.
So then you like I honestly expected summer from you.
I like that I can go to the beach and stuff all the time.
Betsy got a good body. That's
But-
why she's saying that.
Yeah. All right, here we go. You ready?
Yep.
Next question. Beach or pool?
Beach all day. Give me the beach.
Beach. Yeah.
Because I don't get in the pool. I don't get in the
No.
beach. I just like to lay out.
Okay, so
peaceful.
It's peaceful. It's the waves for you.
Absolutely.
Okay, so it don't matter about the water.
No, it's just the peace.
All right. So now here we go. Cake or pie?
Oh, cake.
I'm going to say pie.
Your pie.
I'm a pie
Pie,
girl. I
Betsy.
like some pie.
Okay.
I like some pie.
And now
Some sweet potato pie.
Sweet potato. I can't. Yeah, that's fire.
Yeah.
that's fire.
It is. I can't.
I'm more of a
it
cake
is,
girl
but I'm a
myself.
cake girl.
But I actually, the next question is more my thing. Sweet or salty?
Sweet.
And I'm salty.
You're salty?
So sweet.
So that's the thing. I'm not a big sweets person. So if I had to, I would have gone with the cake,
Right.
but like not anything crazy. But if I'm like gonna snack, I'm more of like a chips kind of
Peanuts?
girl, or
I love the chips with
peanuts,
the
or
crunch.
I'm more of like a salty kind of
Yeah.
thing, or like a little charcuterie kind of thing going on. I don't go sweets ever. But all right, so here we go. Next question: morning person or night owl?
It depends on the day. It depends on the day. It depends on the plans. It depends on what I'm doing.
I don't think I'm either.
Oh,
I'm like,
Midday?
I ain't waking up in the morning.
okay.
And then by 11 to 12, my body is shutting down.
So you're like neither. So you are like a midday. That's when
Midday,
you
that's
do
my
your best.
prime.
That's your
That's my
prime.
prime, midday.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
And if you say anything outside what I expect you to say on this next one, here we go. Homebody or catch me outside?
Oh, homebody.
So I'm going to
Don't do it.
You're transitioning.
I'm transitioning. I was a homebody, but you know, life is just
You need
catch
to be
me
seen.
outside,
Right.
lady.
You
You know,
need
I've
to
just
look
been
nice.
outside, and I'm loving every bit of it. But I'm about to be a homebody. I'm about to be a homebody.
Here we
Like,
go.
It's been catch me outside.
Right now, we're going to catch her. All right. Okay. Here we go.
Wait, in Harrisburg?
I'll be
Everywhere.
everywhere.
Exactly.
Okay. All right.
And you can catch me outside.
I'm going to pop up on you, Betsy.
Here we go. Introvert or extrovert?
Both because of career.
Okay.
I'm an extrovert.
You're an extrovert through and through. And you're more like,
It's like both because I'm such a vibe and aura person. So, you know, if I'm going into a place and it's like bad vibes, bad aura, like I don't want to open myself up because
Okay.
you have to protect yourself. You know.
Absolutely.
But then if I'm in a vibe, like an area where it's good vibes, I'm open.
You're
Like,
open
I'm
and
so, like,
excited.
I'm me and you know, we vibing. So it's
absolutely.
cool.
Okay. So you're a 50-50.
Yeah.
I'm bringing the vibe.
You're bringing
That's
the
why
vibe
I
so that
like
she
vibe.
can actually open up.
Yep.
That's what, okay, so Betsy's going to bring the vibe so that you can be an extrovert.
That's it.
I'm trying to catch her outside.
That's
Like,
okay.
I'm about to transfer over with
All
her.
right. And the last one, and neither is wrong because the idea is that as long as you're watching or listening, that's all that matters. Are we watching the YouTube or are we listening to the podcast?
Listening.
You're
More of a
listening to the
listener.
podcast.
Yes.
I'm
Okay.
gonna watch because I'm gonna put on every TV I have so I can look at me and YouTube beautiful
I
ladies.
can't take
so
it.
Oh,
it's
no,
gonna
that's
be
right.
on.
Okay. Well, that was it. So how we feeling? Are
I
we
feel good. I feel good.
Okay, see?
Loosened up
It was just a
bit.
little icebreaker,
Yeah, that was
trying to
good.
break it up, get us doing a little something different, have a conversation. It shows that people are different and yet we still have similarities.
Right.
So, okay. So that's all that. So now let me actually start the actual episode. So I brought you both on here together because you both are amazing women. I'm going to give the flowers.
Thank you.
You are entrepreneurs. You have done amazing things in very short amount of time. And you're only continuing to elevate and elevate. And every time I talk to either one of you, it's all about how to get to the next level,
Right.
what it is you're trying to plan. And it gets me excited to have those kind of conversations. So it puts me in the space of like, I'm by nature ambitious. This whole entire project is a whole new thing outside of my own realm. And yet I felt called to do this. I felt like it's important to have these kind of conversations to bring amazing people together so that other individuals can see either themselves in you and or also learn, you know, whatever my circumstance is, it doesn't have to stay that way. And not only that, but I can also do more. I can do greater. So that's the idea of this platform. It's the reason why I started. And so I really want to ensure that the people that I bring on that I really, really resonate with and that I believe in what you guys are doing. And so that's the reason why both of you are here.
Well, thank you. I think you're amazing. But I tell you this all the time. Thank you.
Very much
I
likewise.
appreciate
Yeah.
having us. And I'm proud of you. So proud of you.
Don't do that. Thank you. Don't do that. Now
You
there's
talked
reason.
about it. You put work in, and we're here. So,
Facts. No, yes.
You started from just speaking your ideas, and you brought yourself here, and you've also brought us here with you too along our path. So
Yeah.
I'm very thankful.
Oh, Lexi, stop it. So before we actually start talking about the actual meat and potatoes of the conversation, why don't each one of you, real quick, without getting into detail, just say exactly the business that you have, and then we're going to go backwards, and then from there we'll talk about the journey. Okay?
All right.
So go ahead and just real quick, what kind of business do you have?
I have a body contouring business, which is a non-invasive inch loss.
So if you need a BBL but you can't get one, go see her. She's got
see
y'all.
me.
Yeah,
I can lift
she
the
got you.
booty. I can flatten the belly. I can get them hips going. But I also do teeth whitening. I do non-invasive lip fillers. I do detoxes. I do a little bit of everything, but more of the healthy side of it, and where it's just all natural. I'm all about all natural. That's my thing, being all natural.
All natural.
Natural enhancement.
I love
That's
it. I love it.
And I own a nail salon, so I am a full-time nail technician and part-time therapist for sure. Because you know we have deep conversations in those moments. But I love it, you know, being able to pour the beauty into women, then walking in with nothing like me, and walking out with nails like you.
Honey.
Like it's a beautiful thing. So I'm out here, you know, spreading happiness and in any way that I can in people's lives, whether it's through nails, through conversations. I mean, I still want to grow, so that's not it.
And we're going to, 100%, we're going to get on that. So in that same regard, can you share some of your backstory? So like I was saying, where did it all start? Maybe even take it back further outside of just when did the business start? Share some backstory about each one of you. So who's B? Like who's Betsy?
B. So I am from the city of Harrisburg. I went to city schools. I graduated from CD East. I am a mother of 3 children. I became a mom at 17, and I had 3 children at 23.
Three's a good number.
Three's the only number. So B's Health and Beauty Bar, how that came about. I have always been in nursing. So in 2020, I got fired from my job right at the start of the pandemic. I was devastated. I was there for 5 years, and I'm like, oh my God, what am I going to do? Now, like 2018 is when the business start. Like, I want to do something. I love beauty. Y'all can see I love my makeup. I love hair. But I didn't want
You
to
wanted to take control.
But I didn't want to do like nails or like hair or anything like that. So fast forward, I got fired. June of 2020, I went down to Atlanta and I took a microblading course.
Okay.
Down there was a big convention. I was there for a couple of days, and it was like at least about 75, 100 women, and they were all bosses. So I left there not being able to do eyebrows. 'Cause I was like, oh no, this is not for me. I cannot do eyebrows.
So you took a microblade, but you're like, yeah, no, that's not the course.
That's not it.
That's the best way
That's the
to
beauty.
do it. You
That's-
have to
that
put
wasn't
yourself
it.
in it to figure it out.
But I left there inspired.
Yes.
Because the women were just doing great things, and I'm like, dang, like they doing it, why can't I?
Absolutely.
So I just came back, and I mean, I took a eyelash extension course. I went back and took another eyebrow course until one day I was kind of scrolling down on Instagram, and I don't know when I had started following this lady, and the body contouring came up, and I'm like, what is this? And I just stopped.
Okay.
And needless to say, I reached out to her. I went to Jersey and got trained. Now we're in 2021. I started working out of my kitchen. I had posted a picture before and after of one of my first clients, and my inbox just went crazy. So I set a little thing up in my kitchen, and it just took off. So 2021, I want to say I posted that picture March 2021. By May, I had my suite.
So March 2021 is when you posted the picture. From the time you posted the picture, your DMs blew up that you set up in your kitchen, and by May of the same year,
I had a suite.
You had a suite.
I had a suite.
Okay, so talk on that.
So the demand was so big, I had to stop working. I stopped my nursing completely. I was just taking clients. It started from taking a client after work, then to the point where my books was so in demand that I had to stop. So like I said, May 2021, I got the keys to my suite. I didn't move in until September of 2021 because I had to fix it up. It was just a little rundown place, but I made it cute. I made it be.
Right.
And then 2022, I moved into another space. That's currently where I'm at.
Right.
Bridge Street, or 3rd Street. And I'm there now. It just kind of just happened. I don't know how it happened. I just know it was meant to be. That's what I was supposed to be doing. Things happen for a reason, and here I am.
So I'm going to take it back further. You're being real nice about it. So you go in like 2020, the world shuts down and you lose your job. But 2 years prior to that, you had already kind of got the bug and you were looking to find something different. And it's just a random Instagram page that got you to look into body contouring. How much time did it take to actually get all of the like education, training hours, whatever you needed?
A few months.
Okay.
All this happened within like a few months.
Oh, so this was just
It was just like it just happened so fast.
No thought,
so
all
fast.
action.
It all happened so fast. Like 2021 was like my year. It was crazy. Nothing ever has come so easy. And I'm like, I kept waiting. Like, God, where's the big boom? Right. When is it coming? Because it's just like this. It didn't seem real.
All right. Now I have another question.
Yes.
Why were you waiting for the ball to drop? Like,
because I'm so used to it. I'm so used to nothing being easy in my life.
And why is that?
Because all my life I had to work and I had to struggle and I had to fight for what I wanted. So for this just to come so natural and so easy, I was expecting something bad to happen. Because like a part of me at that time, I was still healing from things that I went through in my past, and a part of me felt like this can't be happening to me. I don't deserve this. Or this ain't what it's supposed to be for me. I'm supposed to, be working at the nursing home 16-hour shifts as I've been all my life. So it was just a little. It didn't seem real at first.
Okay,
it really didn't seem real. But here I am. I'm still going strong.
Still going strong.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. So Lexi, your turn. So a quick background story, because I ain't done with you, but we gonna go ahead. A quick background story on how it got started for you with your business.
Pretty much before doing nails, because I actually owned my business in 2023. That's when I bought it. But I've been doing nails since 2021 January. And prior to that, I was just working in factories. I was driving forklifts, bobcats, assembly lines. Like, oh, girl, messy. I was getting dirty. Like, I looked like I was four-wheeling all day.
Okay.
But at that time, I enjoyed that kind of work because it was like, oh, I'm coming here, I'm working. I know I'm getting paid this. I don't have to worry. Like, it's factory. I work all day if I want.
Right.
So that's all I knew.
And you could control your hours and you knew what you could make.
Yeah, like it was just like, to me, it was like, that's it. Like I don't have no one to fall back on. That's all I have to do. So just keep doing that. And then, y'all, I met my man in 2018.
Talk about it.
Good man. And my man was not really going for that. He was like, this isn't it. But I was not trying to hear that either because like going into this new relationship, also, I feel like I need to put this out there. I'm from Orlando, Florida. So we're here in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Okay? So I met my man here. So when meeting people for me in a whole new area, like I have walls up.
Right. Absolutely.
So when I'm meeting him, we're dating. It's cute. It's cool. But then when he starts talking about like, oh, your job, I'm like, okay, but not too much on that, because like that is how I provide for myself. Like,
Right.
But over time, I had to understand, like, it wasn't him judging me. It wasn't him not wanting me to make money. It was more so like, you have so much more in you.
Absolutely.
And sometimes it takes somebody to see it in you for you to see it in yourself.
That's a word right there.
It really does, because as you know, like tampered backgrounds, tampered childhoods, like you grow up with like just like this mask where you don't really see the real you, because like you're just the trauma. So anyways, okay. So yeah, I met my man, was with him, still with him. And then up until pandemic time, I was still working these jobs.
Okay.
And then, well, pandemic closed and, not working. I didn't work all of 2020. I lost my mom actually June 2020 during this time too.
Right.
So it was very hard for me.
Yeah.
And then like the world started opening back up. And then for me, I don't want to go back out. Like I'm going through something very depressing. Like I just want to eat. I want to stay inside. Like I don't want to go out. But then also a point in time where my man was like, okay, girl, like,
something's got to give.
Dragging out. Like, like you got this. I know you can do this. Like, how about nails? And I was like, because also I put it in the air before, like a while ago, like 2018 when we first, but it just never no action put into it for me.
Okay. So you were just talking these ideas, but you weren't
doing that. Yeah. So, which is like crazy because they all came full circle for me. So, 2020, December 2020, I found a salon. Someone had their license to teach. I obtained my hours through them. Okay. So I put, myself in that position. Also didn't have my license during this time. My man was driving me, honey. Like license suspended. He's driving me because that's very important. I don't even have it's hard time for me in that moment.
Right.
But I have someone showing up for me, pushing me to do better.
So him showing up and pushing you and taking you to these places, you're like, I have to show up.
A good man.
He is great. So it's beginning, December 2020 until about January 2021.
Yes.
2022. Yeah. January 2022, I then moved salons after being at the salon for a year.
Right.
Then
you got your license. You're able to obtain it through working.
Comfortable. So
right.
Time frames is so
it is.
No,
I'm
telling
crazy. I was like, wow. Like
I'm telling you, you too. Your stories are so similar.
Rocks and weird.
Right. People hated 2020. That was
your year.
That level up.
Yeah,
it was definitely level up.
I loved everything about COVID. I mean, and it was a lot of bad.
Yeah.
It was great for me.
Yeah, so hold on. So basically, what I'm hearing though is at times where everything else shut down, both of you took that opportunity and you leveled up.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Well, I knew that then going back out into this world, it's kind of crazy because went through a lot during that period of time, but then going back into the world, I was like, I just want better. I want to thrive. I want to do better. It was like a little reset because of being inside. All you have is thoughts. Nobody's outside. You can't go nowhere.
Right.
So
you're alone with your thoughts. You're literally thinking.
What do you want to do? Is this how you want it forever? And you came this far, didn't get this far, just get this far. So I'm going to keep going.
You're throwing gems out. You really are.
Going to keep going. And because of having now someone who is putting so much backbone in me,
he put that battery on your back.
It was what
you didn't see.
Yes, I cannot let my man down. Not only that, mom passing, I got 2 siblings. So I want to be a good provider if they ever need somebody, because family is a rock and they went through the same stuff I went through. So I'm nobody to judge.
Right.
So
I say that often.
Yeah. So then, moved to the other salon 2020. Then I started to realize, oh, wow, I do have a clientele. Oh my God, these people are following me.
They went from the first salon and they followed you to your new salon.
New Cumberland.
Okay.
So, and then after that, I was only there from, the January, February until November.
Okay.
And after November is when I then went to that other salon.
Another
which
salon.
Is where I met
That's
you.
where we met.
Yes, it is. It was honestly it's so funny because when I started doing Lissette's nails,
she almost got rid of me.
Yeah, I wouldn't talk.
First day.
I want to talk. I want to talk because it was kind of
that was real.
It was the way she had became my client. It was like, okay,
I
another
inherited
tech,
her.
yeah, another
As
tech,
another
she had
actual
to step
tech.
out, and then Lisette
You
came.
were so used to something.
Well, Lisette was very much so open. Like, she was always so kind, so sweet. I
Right.
think more so it was like, well, I just got to deal with this girl while until my girl comes back. So let me see here. She's going to get me right.
That's how it be.
Yeah.
Right. That's how it be.
Okay. So then I was like, yep, just do, get you out, get you going. And then like over time, like we just started like talking more. And I'm like, wow, like I really like her. Like she's so cool.
How can you not?
And then like I was like, oh my God, I don't want her to leave. Like,
Yeah.
and then it all worked out. So after being at that salon though, from November to May, April, the end of April is how that length of when I was there, and then I bought my salon.
She literally got her salon literally in months from the time she started up until.
It was very overwhelming, but once again, great support team. And honestly, like in those times, like I couldn't worry about what anyone was saying about me because I had built great connections with the people I was working with. I built great connections just with other people, just people in general. And I had knew like by me, like moving out of there and then to somewhere else, like, yeah, I might feel like out of place just because it's like boom, boom, boom.
Right.
But at the end of the day, like, you should only be proud of me because like I'm trying to do what everyone else is trying to do.
Absolutely.
I'm trying to, be.
And if I'm understanding and hearing correctly, both of you, an opportunity came for shops. So can we talk about that real quick on like how that came up? Because it both sounds like it happened fairly quickly. So how did the shop come up for you that you were able to go from your kitchen into there?
I just knew I didn't want people coming into my home.
That's
my
fair.
safe space.
That was your driving
my
force.
children lay their head. So the traffic was just getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
So I found my shop riding down the street and saw like at first I was trying to think big. I was trying to look at these big commercial properties and I was like, no. You got to humble yourself a little bit. You going to work your way up. Right. Humble yourself.
Exactly.
So I was just riding down the street and saw the number. Like it was like literally 5 minutes away from my house where I was living at the time. And I called and met up with them. I think I met up with them on Thursday. And by Monday, I had my keys. It literally just happened just
that
like
fast.
Mm-hmm.
And your story?
So actually, it's always been something I've wanted. Very scary, but something I've always wanted. So anytime like I've ever, it's been like, oh, hey, there's a space. This is a space, whatever. It's been like a thought. Yes. However, once again, my man, like just always looking out for me, like genuinely, like being with somebody who just wants the best of you, your partner matters, okay?
Say it for the people in the back.
Yeah, your partner matters.
Yeah.
So like even when I'm working, in a salon all day, like he's like, what can I do to get my babies to the next? Like, how can I level her up? Because like if she's good, we're all good. Like,
right.
Like because he's already, obviously his mindset, you can only imagine like he's getting his own.
Oh yeah, he's doing his own things.
Not to always be about him, but it's
it's
when you're a team and you have somebody, it's a big thing, man.
And it's a lot easier.
Well, yeah, it is. So, the lady that I bought my salon from, she actually like the reason why it happened the way it happened was because of how she was going about selling her business. She was going through things with her husband.
Okay,
that they worked at the salon that I own now.
Right. Yeah.
And whatever was going on within them. She was just like, oh, I want to sell. Pulling back. No, I don't. Hey, I want to sell. No, I don't. Literally in December, y'all. She texts my man. She's Vietnamese. My man's Vietnamese. That's why they communicate. Okay. So, but he texted her. She texted him in December. Yeah, hey, I'm ready to sell. Jay was like, okay, well, we'll be there. Then a few days later, no, never mind. I changed my mind. Guys, April, hey, I want to sell. We sent laughing emojis to her.
You're like, this is
believe.
Yeah, we
never
her
so many times.
Yeah, like it's like you're playing with me. Like, yeah, like I can't go into the salon that I very much so respect this owner. I can't tell her, hey, I might buy my own salon, and then a few days later, actually no. Like I just didn't. You couldn't like it wasn't solid. Like I'm not that kind of person. I'm not in the middle. So
yeah.
I was like laughing emojis. And then she was like, hey, come this time, I'm going to have the realtor here. And it was like, oh my God, like she's very serious. Like,
so we had it up.
Yeah. Okay. She had the paper, she had the realtor, she had everything. I was like, oh my God.
It's happening. It's happening.
It's happening.
Yeah.
So, and then just from there, it was like, okay, boom, like I have to move everything. It was just so fast. Like literally next day, like I was a new week. It was a new week. I had to go in then to current salon and say, hey, much love, but this is my last day, like just like that.
Right.
And then go move over clients. I love you. You're real ones. You are it for me. I show up every day for you all. Y'all made the transition beautiful. Beautiful.
I'm going to give a funny story about Lexi with that whole process. So like she said, I was going to a particular shop and I had been there for a decade plus. And I had a particular person that has always done my nails. And that individual had gone on like a maternity leave. So because of that, she was like, out of the other individuals in the shop, she was like, the one that does work like me that I think you'll get along with is Lexi.
Okay.
Lexi won me over. And I always tell people this because it was only going to be for X amount of time. So this is just kind of, it's still about what we're talking about, but this is just more like a fun fact about Lexi. She won me over during Super Bowl time.
Super Bowl.
Yes, because it was when the Eagles actually went to the Super Bowl. Okay. That year that they went, so fun fact about Lissette. Lissette is a diehard Philadelphia Eagles fan. Don't do that. Don't do that. So that's just a fun fact. So, but here's the thing. I wanted nails to rep, but I wanted it to be cute and fancy. I'm not doing
over the top. She didn't want the eagle on her fingers.
Right.
She wanted, the aesthetic of it.
Exactly.
Like the colors.
I wanted the colors incorporated. So I wanted a particular jersey with the colors. Okay. So I'm just painting it for you. And I was very clear on which jersey. And so the green's not like a clear green. Like it's more of like a teal-ish. It's the one that they wear where it's like a black jersey with a little bit of gray. It doesn't matter. But it was very particular. And the reason why I share the story, though, is because it's about what you put out when you're giving a product. So when it's like doing nails or when it's the body contouring, not only is it your presence that I believe in, and we're going to continue the story, it's also the fact that you really, really care about the people that you're working with. This girl started to mix colors to get the exact green that I wanted.
I had to show out. I had to show her my big one. I was like, oh, okay, this green, all right. A little black, a little white, a little.
She kept playing with it, and she would literally go, okay, no, because I showed her colors, and she's like, no, that's not it, and continued to test.
I know that's right. Perfecting her craft.
Until she found the right green.
Well, it's so she has to put this jersey on. She has to, your hands are very close. It's not like, toes and in your shirt. No, it's not enough distance away. So I was like, okay, like I need her to feel the best her, because if the Eagles win, my girl gonna be,
you're showing them there.
Yeah, she's gonna
like
be
no other.
So,
and we're not gonna talk about that. But either way,
they win.
We're not gonna do that. Either way, though, that's when she won me over as a client, because at that point, I was like, the amount of care, the amount of energy, the amount of just, I want to make sure that you walk away exactly how she said, as happy. 100%.
That's what a business is making sure that your client is satisfied. Because that's how they're going to come back.
Right.
If you're just there for the money, you're not going to have no longevity in your business. If you're not going to have none. Customer service is everything.
Talk about
everything.
So no, and literally months later, she's buying a shop. This is during the time that my actual regular nail tech is coming back.
So you got a decision to make.
Honey.
Right. And I was like, my man. Yeah. Like, so I'm literally talking to my partner and I'm like, I'm struggling because I'm a loyal person by nature. And I've been with this, because it wasn't just a matter of now going from one person to the other. It was, she's literally leaving and going to a whole new shop. So I'm like, leave it to men. They're like, and I'm like, no, it's not that simple. Like, I know everyone in this place. I've built relationships with everyone. However, I believe in her product. I believe in the service that she gives. I believe in everything that this girl is trying to do. Like, I really want to support it. No, it was literally, it was literally one of those things. So I took a leap of faith and I was like, you know what? Wherever she goes, I'm following. I know. Like, I became I became the client, like the other ones from before. I said, wherever you go, I'm following. And I believe in what you're doing, because when she says that she's really trying to make sure that people walk away happy,
that's what she's doing.
And that people feel better, when she's really creating that space. So she's not just saying that. Like, that's legit. Like, and that's her. Right. So she won me over.
Okay.
And in that, I've been rocking with her now for the last several years, based upon that moment.
Service. I still put it out for her, honey. It didn't stop there. Every time. I try to put my all into it. You know, when people cook, they say they put their foot in.
Yeah, you got to put that love into it.
Girl, I put the whole body in them.
She puts everything. I've had people, like the set that I have on now, I had people literally stop and ask because of the design. And she is not, I heard you ask a question. I'm going to answer it for her. So, and this is also a disclaimer for her. No, she does not freestyle.
Yeah,
because she wants to ensure that she's giving you exactly what you want.
You pick some on Pinterest or something.
Well, our styles are very different, okay? I'm more of like, it's either all nails are uniform or all nails are crazy, and there's no in between. So it's like they're very personal. You're wearing this. People, you know, beauty, people see you before you speak. You know, you speak for yourself when you walk into a room. You don't have to open your mouth. The vibe you give off is what people are feeling. So, like, honey, I want to give you what makes you feel best. I don't want to put something on nails where you're going to be like, this okay for now. No, it's not, because it's now. Like, it's not then, it's now. So let's put what you want. And also, I don't play with my time. So if you don't like it, I don't want to take it off because I like it.
Right.
No, she. So I just wanted, because I heard you saying,
because a lot of people would just, you know, do whatever.
Yeah, and they don't care. It's like they're like, oh, that's your problem. Go find another nail tech. No, that's why.
Right, and that's how people jump around. But so that's it. Now, bringing that full circle, you've mentioned a few times that your partner and the man that is in your life, like, really push you forward. So I wanted to ask about that too. Have either of you, when you started in your ventures, had mentors, had supports? Like, who showed up and how did they show up in these moments?
So again, when I began my nail tech career and I wasn't able to drive myself, you know, my Uncle Joe, he showed up. He was like there in the morning. They're picking me up after the salon. Even when I was doing a service, you know how services go where you think it's going to end at this time. It doesn't end at this time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And he would just be there so sweet. Like, it's fine. Don't worry, because he knows what I'm trying to do. Even like my brother and my sister, you know, like, they're so encouraging. They just want the best in me. There's a lot of little people like here and there along the way. Even my first salon, like, the owner, like, even being able to want to do that for me. Every salon that has taken me in, like, no matter where I am now, but like, thank you, because at the end of the day, like, you wanted me in your space. You wanted my work going out of your business.
Right.
So I appreciate that. So many people in different ways. Even you, Lissette, my clients, everybody. Like, seriously, like, there's beauty in everything, every which way you can look at it. Anything can motivate you. When people don't have motivation, it worries me, because, honey, just look around. Like, there's a lot of it. So I got a lot of folks. I got a lot of people now. I didn't feel like that at first. I feel like that now.
Okay, so I feel like before
it's a look back. Yeah, it's a reflection thing. Like, actually, Lexi, like, there are people who do support you more than what you thought. Like, you know, little girl, like, you felt like you had nobody. Now you got a bag. Baby.
You got a bag.
You got a bag, people. Yeah. Like, so it's awesome.
Aww.
So for me, I have a group of immediate friends. They're like my day ones. They played a big part. Actually, my very first client that I tested this on was my bestie, Lindsay. She's like my sister. She let me, I brought my stuff to her kitchen, and she was my very first client.
Okay.
She paid for a package, not like I did for free. She gave me a package, and she paid for it.
Support.
At that time, I was in a relationship, and at that time, my partner, he did support me, and we went to New York to pick up my furniture. You know, he helped me pick out logos and stuff. So he, you know, I have to give him that. I give him that credit.
Absolutely.
But what I will say from this journey, is that my biggest support, have come from strangers.
Really?
From strangers.
Talk about
when I say, you think I love my family, but my family, I love y'all, but my family ain't come through.
Okay.
My support has come from my friends or random people.
Really?
Like I said, I've made a post on Facebook. So Facebook is what started it.
Okay.
Like I have a big following on Facebook, and that's what started this whole journey. I knew a lot of people, a lot of like coworkers and stuff that I work with.
Right.
But when I say, and there's one in particular person, and I'm gonna say her name, Chrissy. She had reached out to me, and she was like so hesitant because she, first they want to know if it works. Does this really work?
Right. Right.
And at that time, it was new. I had a couple pictures, but they don't know if this really works, right? They didn't see me posting these pictures. Well, does it really work? But she kept hitting me up. And she finally was like, okay, I want to do it. And she came in, like I said, we started in the kitchen. She is still my client.
To this
I've
day.
been to this girl's wedding. I go to her kids' recitals and birthday parties. She shares my posts. Anything that I've put out to purchase, like from waist trainers to diet drops to BB, this girl has purchased everything.
So she shows up every single time. Wow.
So, and this is somebody that I did not know.
I was going to say, so she was just a random person on Facebook.
Now, she knew people that I knew. Like, she was already shopping.
Friend of a friend. Okay.
But she did not know me from a can of paint.
Right.
So I think that in my journey personally, my biggest supporters and my biggest cheerleaders are people who didn't know me.
Okay.
So
I'm going to ask a question because it's on both sides. Why do you think support came from outside places and not the ones that one would believe it should be?
So for me personally, like I said, I love my family, but we're not close knit.
Okay.
Everybody's doing their own thing.
Okay.
So for me, it's always been me. Me, myself, and I.
Since like childhood.
I can say my grandmother has been there. You know, my family dynamics is crazy. And I don't want to get too deep into it.
I respect that. I get it.
I've never had anybody to depend on.
Okay.
From the age of 17, once I had my child, my feet hit the floor and I went running, and I can never. If I fell, I had to learn how to get myself back up.
Get back up.
I couldn't call nobody. Hey, it was none of that.
Okay.
So I want to say, just for my family, I think the outside support is because, like, my family and I should say my whole family, we're just not a close family.
Got it.
Not saying that they don't love me. Not saying that they're not.
Right.
And you know, let me take this back. My father, I gotta give him credit. So my first studio, my first shop that I had, my father and I, we don't have the best relationship, but he did come through.
Okay.
He had someone come in and do all the work for me. Now I just paid for the supplies, but he did. I got to give him credit for that. He did. But I don't know why. It's so crazy because I see this a lot, especially on the internet, and people say a stranger will support you faster than your. I don't know why that is.
Well, I feel like because strangers don't know you, you know, like for me, I feel like, you know, once again, I said my siblings, you know, but they more so give me like motivation as in like, we don't have no one to fall back on. Like, you know, mom's gone.
Right.
You just the dynamic of us too. Like, it's kind of like we're all we have, which my mom definitely instilled in us. So when the times we needed it, it came out. But strangers, they don't see you for like what you've gone through. They don't know anything about you. They don't know your history.
Right.
So they're just literally looking at you like you in this moment.
At face value.
Yes. Right. Yes. They're not looking at, oh, I remember Betsy from this, like when she did this or when she was going through this, or, you know, Lissette from this era or whatever. Like they don't have any ammo to, you know, use against you. Like they just see you for who you are and the true beauty in yourself. Like, and that speaks though, because like, once again, going into a room where you don't know anybody, like, they don't know you, and you're giving them that, you know, comfort, like, hey, please support me. I'll do this for you. Like, I want you to look good, whatever. So they really feed off of that. So that's why I feel like strangers more so, because they don't know the me from this time in my life to where they can judge me.
So you're saying there's no preconceived idea.
Yeah, no, there's no, you don't know my history, my track record. You can just see me for me and the genuineness in me and what I'm trying to do now.
Right.
Like not the baggage I'm trying to carry, the baggage I'm trying to let go and move forward with.
Okay.
Like, and be a better person. So yeah, you just keep putting that out, and people attract towards you. Like,
So with you, so if I'm understanding, I'm just bringing it back full circle. Because of the fact that people don't know everything behind you, the baggage that you carry, the stories that you have, they're only when you walk into a room, it's what they see at face value. they don't have preconceived ideas at all. So they can't make a judgment one way or the other. They're only able to take the here and now. And from that, it's the service that you're putting out, and that's going to be the best thing that you put, and that's what they see, and that's what they walk away with.
Yeah, good times, good vibes. Like, there's no room for hate. So it's very weird to me when people, because we're beauty providers. There is, but it's very weird when they leave, though, after getting your service or whatever, and then, like, go to somewhere else and get something. You're like, oh, but I ain't like that she did this or whatever. It's kind of like, you didn't have to say that. You don't have to put that out there. Because you're carrying some weirdness within yourself. So you're like, don't carry that back. Yeah, it's like, don't even, like, you can be a beautiful person, but you don't have to, like, speak on.
Downplay somebody else.
Yeah, like, you don't have to do that.
I understand.
So I just think,
You're like, just keep it cute. That's what
Just keep it cute. Be you. Be nice. Be kind to people. Like, and it will all be okay for you.
I got it. Okay. Want to ask, and it goes with it. You guys, I'm loving the conversation. So, and we're not going to go too far because both I'm getting the vibes that you guys are putting out there. So I'm totally going to take it. But what would you say is your why behind your business? The driving force. I know you've talked about the fact that your man is the one that
I can't let him down, honey. Like, I can't let him down. I can't let. Well, if I don't do this, if you don't do what you're doing, what are we gonna do?
Right.
Like, come on now, we gotta.
She's like, what are we gonna?
What am I gonna do? Like, I love what I do. Like, I just want to keep growing. So that's the why. Like, what else? Like,
you're like, if not this, then what?
Like, really, what would? No, like, we've grown into beautiful women. Like, I would never want to go back to factory working me. Like, that was a bad mindset.
Right.
That was a let me clock in and you pay me this hourly and I know I'm getting that and that's cool. Versus like, hey, Lexi, get up, go to work and put that in yourself. Like, get up for yourself and go do that. So I do, and clients, I do it for you. So yeah, because if not, then what?
So you're like, I'm letting go of those limiting beliefs. The whole clocking in, knowing what it is, and trying to just collect a check. You're done with those days. The minute that you were exposed to becoming more of an entrepreneur,
I ran with it.
You ran with it.
I ran with it. I was like, oh, this is beautiful. Y'all want to come see me 2 weeks or 3 weeks? Like, and come back, because that's, repetitive.
Right.
And that was always the goal. So even when I was at other people's salon, I treated it like it was my own, because no matter what, it's the same work.
Right.
So let me give it my all here, and let me also be a great worker and not have my salon owner stressing if I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing.
Absolutely.
So it's, once you have that drive in you, it doesn't matter where you are. You're going to do great things and you're going to go far.
Okay. And what is your why?
My why is generation wealth. I got children now. I got a grandbaby.
Talk about her. She's cute.
She's a sexy grandma, y'all.
She's everything. Like I've mentioned before, my whole life revolved around 16-hour shifts. I'm tired. So I think my why is I just want to create and give more to my children. I want to leave them something, because it doesn't stop here. This is not where I stop. This is just a start, but I'm going to do more. I don't know whether it'll be the same thing, but this is I want to do more.
Okay.
You can do it.
But then my why is just I think I just keep going. Like she mentioned, my clients. Like, my client Chrissy, I've gained so many friends from this. I will have a person come in who don't even want to show me their body, right? I got to take befores and after pictures.
It's so intimidating.
It comes to the point where they start sending me pictures like, look, girl, look. So as a woman, I know, especially as a mother, I know how it's hard on us when you have children. Your body changes, the confidence isn't there, and then you're living in a world where everything's so perfect.
Right.
But then you look at yourself and you're like, hold on, I'm not one of these IG models. So
it's
you're
a facade.
Hard.
It's a facade anyway.
Absolutely.
It's a facade.
But if you don't have that confidence, you don't see that.
Very true.
Absolutely.
And then you have women who want to alter themselves because they're lacking that self-love. So I want to be that person that you can come to me and I'm going to not only, help you lose those interests and stuff, but I'm going to help you gain that confidence back. I want you to put that two-piece on. And I want you to feel like you are the baddest person walking on this planet.
I know that's
Stop
right.
playing. So I think that what I've gained is what I see what I could do to other people, what I see what I could do with women. That is like so satisfying.
Right.
So, I think that's my why. I think that's what keeps me going is just
Putting that confidence in it.
Right. It's a beautiful thing.
Right.
I see it so much.
Yeah.
I see it so much.
So it's funny you say that because I want to actually expand on that. One of the things that I've shared recently, so this entire platform, I'm also starting to like be more transparent. I'm shedding off some things myself. I've been sharing my own personal journey and things that I've gone through. And one of the things that I said in the past that I used to do, there's two like versions of me, but there was one thing that's always been very important to me, which was my favorite quote, and that's "Be the change I wish to see in the world." Absolutely. Mahatma Gandhi. That's a very important quote to me. And even in my worst, I always used to find comfort and satisfaction when I would help other people. There's something about the way that it makes you feel inside. And so my helping was from a very different place. You guys both know, before I got into real estate, which, quick plug, this is a passion project. And in the event that there's anyone that would ever need services in central Pennsylvania, I do have my license, and I'm a licensed realtor in Pennsylvania. So plug over. Back to your scheduled program. I just thought I'd say that. But prior to real estate, I worked in social work, and I worked in a lot of different programs. And I've always said that there was something about making others feel better and seeing great in them when I didn't see it in myself that kept me moving forward. And so you've touched on the idea that regardless of anything, your why now is helping other women get through those hurdles or feeling different things. Right. And you're also trying to like make sure that people walk away feeling confident, feeling good.
Because we can relate. We can all relate. So we can all relate. We've all felt some kind of way about ourselves. So, yeah.
So I was going to say, with all of that, and this is just me, is it not important to just be kind and like motivate individuals? Like, how do you keep showing up for your clientele? Why is it so important that it's not just the service that they get, that they walk away feeling so confident? Like, where is that coming from for you guys? Because I know where it came from for me.
I say for me personally is because I know what I went through.
Right.
And even when I felt my worst, I still put out there. Like, everybody always thought that I always just had my stuff together. Right?
Right.
Because no matter what I was going through behind closed doors, I carried myself like this. This is always been me. I'm getting dressed. I smile. Because I just feel like no matter what you're going through, just having that positive, outlook, or just being positive, and just the fact that we have another day at life.
Right.
That's my whole thing. I don't care what happened yesterday. I don't care what's happening. I'm living. Right. And no matter how hard it gets,
you're growing.
Absolutely. So I just feel like I don't know. I just feel like you said, being kind and just being a good person. That's the way of life for me. No matter what I've been through, I will never be a bitter person. I will never downplay. I will never try to make someone else feel less to make me feel better. It's just not who I am. I'm going to pump that positivity in someone, even when I don't even have it in myself. Right. I promote self-care every single day. And my clients be like, all right, Betsy, well, what did you do for yourself?
That's one of my questions. We're going to get into the ideas of that later on.
So it's like, but that's just what makes me happy. Just making other people happy. Okay. That can kind of be bad too, because you pour too much into other people, you don't even give nothing to yourself.
Yeah. Well, it's a self-reflect moment, and that's when you like pull back a little bit.
But it just you feel.
I got it. And you? I love it though.
For me, is you just never know what someone's going through. So when they walk into my doors of my business, and that's a escape for the reality for even 40 minutes to an hour or more. I love that, because you genuinely never know what someone is battling, and they can hold it together, like Betsy said, and you still wouldn't know. Not saying you should go tell everybody what you're going through. However, you can surround yourself with positive things and motivated people. So that's just what I try to do when I show up for them. Like, hey, no matter what you're going through, at least you're here, you're in a beauty environment, and you're taking care of yourself. So you do care to some extent. So it's more so me showing up for them, because if they're there, I'm there.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to shift a little because it brought me to what you just said. And you guys both businesses are based around like health and beauty and ensuring that like individuals are, women in particular, but that they're taking care of themselves.
Right.
What self-care practices are you ladies incorporating in your life, if at all any?
So, like I said, I push that self-care on other women because I want everybody to be great, that I lose myself. However, this year, I want to say it has been all about me.
Okay.
So
this is the year that you've been.
This is my year. Now, I kind of lacked in my business. Yeah, 2025, I'm going to get back in it. But I needed this because everything has been about work, and other people.
Okay.
It has never been about me.
You put a lot of hustle out, though. You just
right. So I just was like, you know what? This year, I've just been doing whatever I want, whenever I want. I've been going to the gym since January.
Okay.
Been consistent now. I could be a little bit better. So I saying just taking care of myself mentally, physically, and emotionally is my self-care.
Okay.
Not even like trying to, get my nails done or hair done or anything like that. It's just taking care of me.
Right.
And knowing that I'm getting older and that I got to start, just changing things that I eat and just exercising. Just making me, Betsy, a better person.
Okay.
That's my self-care.
Okay.
So
I'm mad at it.
Mine is similar to Betsy's. I definitely pour into other people more than myself. And I get, in the little robot mode, like work, home. Beautiful things, though, within the work. However, do lose myself. But my girl Ranisa, like, she is, let's do your hair. Like, like, let's do your lash lift. Like, let's pour into you. Let's do something, whatever. So small things like that to pick myself up, but definitely the eating, drinking water. It's more so health for me. It's not the overall look for me.
Okay.
Like, because if you are healthy, you feel good, you will look good. I want to look good when I'm like 60, 70.
Yeah, so you're like, it's the little things on the inside.
you're going to look good, girl.
Yeah.
I'm talking about we're going to look good.
You look great already, baby.
Honey,
Yeah, so
both are glowing.
Yeah.
Like, I can't.
Your skin is glowing.
That's what
your skin is glowing. You gotta give me a little regimen.
It's the water.
Right.
It's
The water. Your skin is glowing.
Yes. Target, they got a 62-ounce gallon thing. Carry that with you everywhere. It's like 4 bottles of water. Like, take it.
She's like, that's what it is.
Yeah,
it's water.
Seriously, and eating, because in doing nails, there's a lot of nail techs out there that they feel this. Sometimes you don't have time to eat whenever, so like you're eating quick things, and you just really have to take care of yourself because you can really ruin your health.
Right.
So
And
definitely.
then burnout. The burnout's real.
That was my next question. How do you take care of that?
And that's my biggest struggle.
Yeah.
Oh, so burnout is okay.
I don't know
Respect
when
your
to
time.
stop.
You need to respect your time.
I just don't know when to stop. So I'm trying to be better at that. Like when I feel myself like either overwhelmed or getting irritated really fast, I just need to just.
But it's like, yep, I need to step back.
I need to stay. Time to book a trip.
Right.
I need a reset.
Oh yes, a good reset.
Let's get into that and I'm actually going completely left. These were not the questions that I actually gave you guys. I told you it was conversational, but we're detouring quick, and the reason why is because in order to build a business, right? Mm-hmm. There's a lot of hustle, a lot of grind. You made mention, but at this point, there is no going backwards. Like if I'm going to be working 16-hour shifts, if I'm going to be doing the things that I'm doing for someone else, I might as well do it for self. I do think that there's a misconception when it comes to building a business that it's just, and especially hearing your stories, the fact that you took action so fast. Both of you this was an idea. I was done. Not even I was done. You literally lost your job, so you couldn't work where you were and work the amount of time that you were. So it was like, I need to do something different. You had a man that literally said, what are you doing? And you need to do something different. And the way that you've explained your businesses literally was from the moment you took action, you just went in.
Right.
for the person who wants to start a business, like, let's actually take away some of those layers and like, let's get into the nitty gritty. Like, what are the hours looking like? What does it really take? Like, let's get real when it comes to it.
Right. It goes, you left your 9 to 5 and now you work 24 hours.
24/7.
Right.
When I say it's real, it's real. Because even when you're done doing the services, and this is just for services, I don't know how it is for other businesses, but for me personally,
Right. You guys are both
when I go
service related.
home,
Yeah.
I still have to attend to messages.
Yeah.
I still have to market myself. I still have to put before and after pictures together and send them to people. I'm scheduling.
We are everything.
You know,
We are the everything. We are
Right.
janitors, okay?
Listen,
at our
we do
businesses.
everything. Now, you know, I'm praying one day, you know, I could just micromanage, like come in and, you know,
Don't be a micromanager.
Yeah.
Just manage.
Yeah, I micromanage things come in there like everything's good. I'm like this plane. Yeah, just don't need me. But it's hard. It's a lot. It's a lot, and I think people just feel like when you have your business, you just rolling in all this cash, and you got all the time in the world.
Right.
It's the total opposite.
Absolutely.
Every little bit that you have goes right back into your business. And you know, you can enjoy it a little bit, but majority of it is going right back into your business.
Well, that's if you care, because, you know, there are people who don't do that, and, well, their business, there's no longevity.
And then
in
you'll
it.
see that
However,
right.
So there's beauty in that, because same with me, it's everything gets poured right back into it. I know there's not enough polished collections in the world, right? So it's never ending. However, one thing for me that I needed to know was sometimes it's okay not to plan. It's okay not to have a whiteboard with stuff written out on it. Like, you just have to go through it, because where I came from, nobody's teaching you how to get what is it?
LLC?
Yeah, LLC, you see? Ain't nobody teaching you.
Yeah,
you know,
and all that.
Yeah, and
Right.
nobody's teaching you none of that stuff. So it's more so like, go, and you're going to learn it yourself. You're going to pick up these things along the way.
And you're going to mess up.
Yeah.
And you're going to fumble the bag.
Oh,
You're going to do some dumb investments.
You could be mad.
But
You get it back.
that's a part of business.
Okay,
It's
talk
like
on
you
that.
gotta, you're going to take a lot of losses before you
Yeah.
see the wins in them games.
Absolutely.
And I feel like
You could beat yourself.
people don't see that. They see the luxury.
That's the reason why I wanted
business
to
is
ask.
just luxury.
Exactly.
Listen, it is nothing luxury about this. It is hard. It is getting to the nitty gritty. It is the hustle. But when it's all said and done, it's like, okay, this is mine.
Yeah.
Like, I'm doing it, no matter how hard
Absolutely.
it gets, and you just kind of it motivates you to keep going.
Right. You're fine. Go ahead. So, same with you?
Pretty much the same.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a lot of work, a lot of hustling. It may look beautiful. It may look like, because I am showing up every day, like, oh, wow, she does have it together. But let me just say, when I show up and I look like I have it all together, I'm blessed for that, because, like, I don't want to look like what I'm going through.
Right.
You know, I don't think anyone should ever look like that. But it's a lot of work, and just when I respect you, respect me, because I'm putting in a lot to be
Time.
here. Yeah,
Respect your time.
yeah. Like, I put in a lot
time.
to be there. It's everything for me.
What would you say was, and you said because you're going to take some losses, and of course there's some wins. What was the greatest lesson that you've learned so far in your journey in business?
For me, starting it was easy.
Okay.
For me, right? Starting it, for some reason, it just came. It was like God put it in my hand and said, "Here." It's keeping it.
Oh, okay.
That's the hard part, especially when we're in an economy where people are choosing whether do I get food or keep my lights on.
Fair.
And we are in service, and we do services. So this is not a need. These are wants. So I feel, especially with small businesses, we are hit the hardest because it's just us.
Right.
Nobody's backing us up.
Yeah.
And I feel like, especially when doing a service, you know, you don't have good weeks all the time because people don't have it.
Okay.
And I think that's the difference between when I started, everything was booming because everybody had money.
Things were going good.
Yeah,
After
money,
COVID.
y'all
Right.
remember.
Inflation hits, and
Right.
you know, we all feeling this. So I think for me, my biggest lesson was, or is, it was starting a business is easy. Anybody can start a business,
Okay.
but can you keep that business?
Can you keep?
Yeah,
That's my every day. This is what I'm struggling with.
It's can you
Can I keep that it's gonna keep people walking in that door.
Right.
It's gonna keep coming. So I think that for me is my biggest lesson, like trying to figure that out. And I think that's the hardest
You're
part.
doing it.
Well, thank you.
You are.
Thank
Like,
you.
even, tomorrow, I don't know, I work tomorrow, y'all. So, like, even tomorrow when you're doing it, like, you're doing it.
Right.
So that's all that matters. For me, it was not take anything personal. Like,
Okay.
don't take stuff personal. Whether it's a friend, a client, family, like, just don't take it personal because you know what you're trying to do. And regardless, someone believes in you, don't believe in you, like, you got to find out, you got to figure it out. Just don't take it personal.
Love this.
Yeah, don't take it personal.
Your services aren't for everybody.
That's,
Talk
What
about
you
that.
said was not for everybody. What
Right.
you do is not for everybody.
Okay.
So you have to find your people.
How do you do that?
I feel like people are just going to, first of all, my work speaks for itself.
Talk on that. Go ahead. Humble brag.
I'm not,
That's the one.
Somebody might say, oh, well, this person is less. Okay, well, you go to less.
Go get
right?
less.
Right.
So, and I'm saying this in the most humblest way.
100%.
You find your people because people naturally, one, they gravitate towards you.
Right.
But my customer service, if I don't do nothing right, I'm going to make you feel amazing. So I think that's how I get my people. Just being authentic. I don't put lies out there. I don't say, I'm going to give you a BBL, girl. You're going to be out here looking like Nikki. I don't do that. I'm very honest, very transparent,
Right.
very relatable. So I think that's how I get my people. Just be myself. And just my work speaks for itself.
And this is, again, I'm going off script, but you talked about it. And I want both of you to talk about that too, because I know we've had questions literally sitting on your seat. And I know it's a conversation. And being that what you provide is a service, and there's, of course, a cost to service. And there are people that will try to nickel and dime or try to penny pinch and try and figure it out. One of the things that in the brokerage that I work in, and the conversation that we've had, like talking around, especially with the differences and things that are happening in real estate, and there's changes that have come. So we talk a lot about, we're in a position now where we have to discuss our value. Like, you don't have to give less than, or you don't have to bring down your cost or your percentages, because as long as you know that you're giving value, right? You will find the individuals, the clientele that are going to accept that. And there's a manner in which you show value, and there's a manner, and you have to learn how to share what your value is. So I love how you said, if someone's doing something else, then go to someone else. So in kind of thinking about that conversation, like, what is the value that they're getting when they're coming to both of your shops, when they're coming to your services? Like, how do you ensure that you stay true to these are my services, these are my prices, and you're unbending and unforgiving for that, which is important and it's needed. How do you show up and explain that to people?
When I go to Cosmoprof and I buy these products and then they ring it out at the cash register, that's one of them. Yeah, that's definitely one of them, because like, products aren't cheap, and no, I'm not gonna go buy some cheap product just to make your set cheaper for you, and then the set not lasting long. Like, I got girls who come see me once a month, okay, honey?
Right.
And I'm fine with that, because at the end of the day, their nails are lasting them that long.
I can speak
the quality is there. So if you want to come see me every 2 weeks, I'll change products.
So you're like, I'm bringing quality value.
Yes.
I'm getting the best of the best.
Yeah,
So
I take my time. I don't rush. I don't want to rush you. I make sure that I used to get my nails done, so I know how it feels to sell on the other side. Even y'all both get your nails done, so you know this. You can feel when someone is uncomfortable when they're doing this service, when they're doing nails, the way they hold your finger, the way they're drilling. I've tried to perfect that in every way. Like, even when I'm holding my liner brush, like before I paint, like, it's just like little things like that. That it's like, I don't want you to look at me like, oh, like, I'm nervous, I don't know what she's about to do. Like,
you're like,
no,
so from the time they sit down,
like, it's like, yes, you have to have it. Like, you have to, so these people can believe in you too. Like,
absolutely.
I'm not going to question myself for my client to be questioning me, because it's like, well, dang, then why am I paying this much?
Right. So
and just being things, just
love that.
Customer service, just being on time.
Okay.
Showing up.
Yeah.
And if things happen, if there's something happen, let that person know. And my whole thing is, if I got to cancel, I'm giving you a free session.
Right.
If I have to cancel for any reason, I'm going to give you a free session.
Oh. I never cancel, y'all.
I love y'all too.
I never canceled. I know Bessie, she probably never cancel, but Bessie got kids, guys.
Things
life happens.
Life happens, right?
Yeah.
So,
I love that.
but see, my clients come weekly.
I love that, y'all.
They come
like,
weekly.
hold on,
So it's
that's
not a difference.
Yeah,
Girl,
go
hit their nails. See,
yeah,
she's
like,
hold on.
weekly because they need that body, honey.
Well, I got packages.
We'll talk about that too. I'll give
But
it for y'all to
I
talk.
just feel like, just giving my customer service is why I charge what I charge and why people come back.
Absolutely.
I wouldn't have people coming back if just being rude
Right.
and feeling like it's a privilege for them to be there. Nah, it's a privilege to me for you to be there. It's not a privilege for you that I'm here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like you have to take heed that, like, they're coming to you.
Right.
They're spending their money with you.
I have a
so
question.
I'm gonna make sure I take care of you.
Absolutely. Go ahead.
Yeah.
You
Go
maybe
for it.
you, but you're not like
It's
in
different.
the beauty.
Right. No, yeah,
like,
you guys, this is
servicing
all
on
industry.
somebody's
Right.
body. Like, have you ever been servicing someone and it just look like why am I here? Why am I paying for it? They just look like bad vibes. Like,
You know what?
where it's uncomfortable and it's like, okay, noted. Like, I probably don't want you sitting in my seat anymore because
Right.
like you don't
All
understand
money
what
is
I'm
not
doing.
good money.
Yeah,
All
that
money
yeah,
is
I
not
didn't-
good money.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I have, I don't know, but I honestly say I don't even know how many clients I've done within almost the 4 years, but I've probably had 2.
Okay.
That the vibes was just not there.
Okay.
It's missing every time.
But other than that, I have some amazing
Yep.
clients. I
Yep.
love my girls.
Yep, same.
And I've had guys too. I love my guys too. But,
Talk about it. Same here.
yeah. But you have those.
Yeah,
I don't think
but it sucks because those people, though, Betsy, like, there's something within themselves that they're projecting that energy onto
Right.
us. Like, if they just only knew, like, hey, you're coming to pay me to do this because I want you to look the best.
I want you to look
like, why
amazing.
would I
Right.
be sitting here making your nails look bad on purpose? Like, I don't know you.
Right.
Like, I want you to come back. This is my business. This is my reputation.
Right.
So I just had to ask you because I've had a couple times.
I don't take things like that personally.
But back
That's
to
what
you.
you were
I
saying.
couldn't
Yeah.
take it personally.
Because sometimes it's not you.
Yeah,
It's
it's
them,
them.
what they're going through.
Yeah,
Right.
Some
exactly.
people are just naturally
mean.
Not happy.
You
Yeah,
know,
I'm
so
happy.
I don't take it personal. Like,
Yeah, that's why my answer to
You
the
don't
question
come
is
back, it's
not
okay.
personal because,
can't
like,
take it
I've had
personal.
to learn that though. Like, you know, it's not even me; it's them. It's something within them. But they're a beautiful woman, and I hope they seek that in themselves. You know, not through the nail world, but somewhere else.
No, I got you. Well, because again, you guys are in the industry of service and health and beauty, and so like you're saying, you're going to be able to see it all. You even more than
Right.
others,
I
like
see it
literally
all.
see it all.
I see it all.
So you have to protect yourselves and your
Right.
own personal space, which goes back to the self-care conversation that we're having, while also ensuring that you're giving amazing customer service and still putting a quality service that shows the value that you have and the price that you're setting. And I just wanted to make sure that we kind of brought it back full circle, because at the end of the day, for both of you, like, you are your brand. Like,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
both of you, it's who you are and who you show up for that is going to ensure that individuals are showing up and coming because they follow you, they see the work that you're putting out, and all of those handles will be given at the end of the episode. So now that we've been talking about all of that, let's also talk about the good things. Like, what has been the greatest accomplishment that you have achieved in your business?
The key
To your shop. So for yours was
Key to
getting
the
your
door.
shop.
Just being here. That I started this in 2021, and I'm still here.
Right.
I seen so many people that year. That year was booming. So many people were opening up shops and stores, and it was so good to see. But sadly, majority of them all are shut down.
They do so within
I
that
think my
first year.
biggest accomplishments, no matter how hard it gets, and I keep trying to tell myself this because I'm very hard on myself.
Right.
I'm still here.
Okay.
I still got people coming. And it's crazy because my clientele is basically returning clients. And although I want new people coming in, right? I want
Right.
more people. But the fact that
There's
somebody
no
else, that person
availability.
is just keeps coming back to me. knows that I'm doing something right.
Right.
So I think that is my biggest. I'm still here. I'm still standing.
You're still a thriving business.
Yes, ma'am.
As long as they keep returning you the new ones, she gonna make it hard for you. That means she's putting out good work. So they're returning every week, y'all.
I love that. So
ma'am.
let's take it even further than that. What are the plans for your businesses? Where do you guys see yourselves? And we'll go with like 2 years, and then in 5 years, and in 10 years.
I want to start with 10 years. Just
Okay,
because,
so go back and then we're
yeah, because like end goal for me, like I would love a med spa, like a full service med spa, because that then goes into pouring into like beauty into women. My mom loved herself. There was nothing you could not tell that lady, and that's one thing that I love, like seeing the confidence from someone. But she took those measures to do those things for herself. So that's just what I would want to do, because also that means then I'll be pouring into myself.
Absolutely.
So,
Okay, so you want a
I want a med spa, yeah. But so within 2 years, 5 years, it's just stuff along the track of that to get there. Like I'm just a licensed nail technician, so that means I gotta go obtain other license. So that takes time. And then networking, like I serious networking. Who is a great blessing. So networking, just putting myself more out there, keep doing what I'm doing now to maintain, because maintaining is a very good thing. And I don't want to go stagnant. I don't want to stay. I just want to even if it's a slow, at least I'm getting there.
Right. So even
each year, even every day, as long as every day, you're trying to, just do better and not stay consistent. You're going to get there.
I love that. Okay. So med spa is the end, and then now it's just little by little, just adding new services little by little to get you there. Okay.
Yeah.
How about you?
That's sort of like my goal. To med spa is great because I want to do the Botox.
Okay.
And, that's
you
money.
Want full service as well,
right? But I don't want to be here. So,
so you're leaving.
I'm leaving.
Okay.
And I'm sorry, y'all, but I'm waiting until my baby she got 2 more years to graduate, and I want to take it down south. One, because the aesthetics down there is out of this world.
Okay.
And I feel like I could do so much more down there. And I just want to be by the beach and the palm trees.
Well, we'll go visit. We'll go visit.
So my end goal is to maybe lead Bees Health and Beauty Bar to one of my daughters up here.
So you're a franchise.
No, she said, what did
just
she say? Generational wealth.
Generational wealth. And then go down south and open up another one, and maybe another one, and maybe another one.
Oh, we're franchising this.
Yes, absolutely. And then I want to, we've talked about this, I want to get into the real estate. So my end goal is to have Airbnbs everywhere and properties. And so I want to venture off because they say the wealthiest people have 7 means of income, and the wealthiest people come from real estate. So I just want to do a little bit of everything. But my end goal for my business is to move it down south and open up.
And franchise it. So not just taking it and moving down south. You're going to keep, the plan is, so daughters, listen to your mom. Right. She's trying here.
Right.
Have the one that's still here, open another one down south, and then have opportunities to have multiple Bees in health and beauty.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I don't want to be a brand. I don't want to.
So you want the whole thing to be a brand?
Absolutely.
I didn't get this far just to get this far. Absolutely. You want to keep going.
All right. So in that, I'm going to ask then, what words of encouragement would you share or wish was shared with you when you were speak to your younger self that would have gotten you here sooner?
Ooh. Know that So I would tell myself that my best was my best. I was so hard on myself because I didn't get to things and places as fast as I wanted to.
Okay.
So I always felt like I wasn't doing enough.
Okay.
So I would tell my younger self that, girl, you was doing it. You had 3 kids by the time you was 23. You went to college. I didn't get my degree, but you know what I mean? I went to school.
You did.
I was a single mom.
Right.
And I don't think I gave myself enough grace. I don't think I gave myself enough props. Like, you did this.
Right.
And I think I would just tell my younger self that things get better. No matter what you go through, things get better. And just be kind and patient and love yourself. I did not love myself, and I allowed things to be done to me that should have never been done. So I think those are things that just stand up for yourself.
Okay.
Yeah, don't let nobody or nothing play with you.
Okay.
Don't let nothing play with you.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
For me, it would definitely be, it probably doesn't make sense to you now, but in the end it will. And don't worry, it's going to be beautiful. Like, just keep going. Like, anything that you don't like that's going on now, like, it's going to make you you. And because if I changed any factor, changed anything, I wouldn't be me. I wouldn't be here.
Right.
So, like, I would never change anything. It's just like it will all make sense when it's all done.
I love that.
Yeah.
So you're like, I wouldn't change anything. It's just,
I wouldn't. It's tough. It's tough. But keep going, because
Your story is your story.
Yeah, and it's going to be beautiful. And that's why every day matters. Make every day count. I mean, there were times where, like, it's hard on myself, or questioned why. Like, why has this happened to me? Why is this my family dynamic? Or, other people have this, why I have this? Stop worrying about that, girl. It's going to be fine. It's all going to make sense once you get to the end.
I love that. Okay. All right. So I always try to end my episodes with key takeaways. And so I'm going to share my takeaways from this conversation that I've had with the two of you. So key takeaways. 1, you are your brand. So ensure that every and anything that you do, that you're giving out your best and you're putting your best foot forward. The second takeaway that I got from this conversation is that it's not about where you start, it's about where you finish and how you keep going. And the third takeaway that I got, and it's the most amazing part of this entire journey, it's something that I needed to hear because it's something I don't do. You don't have to have it figured out, just take action. These women built businesses in literally less than 4 years. And it was an idea, a post, a person. It doesn't matter what it is. Whatever provides that spark in you, don't overthink it. Just take action. Right. And then allow the rest to figure itself out and keep the journey going.
What's for you is for you.
Speak on it.
And I learned that what is for you is for you, and nothing or no one can take that away.
And
that's for you.
That's it right there.
I feel like I need to add this in really fast.
Go for it.
On the journey of finding a salon, me and a really good other nail technician friend, there was a spot that it was, either one of us could have got this spot. But the person who was selling this spot, they were kind of like telling us behind closed doors. And then me and the good nail tech, she was like, hey, I might, purchase this, such that. I was like, oh, dang, girl, I might too. But then in that moment, though, it was like, listen, I love you. You're a dope nail tech. And what is meant for you is meant for you. What's meant for me is meant for me. If that's for you, it's for you. And that's for me, it's for me. Like, whatever the outcome is, like, no hate. Like, because what's for you is for you. Absolutely. And it's going to be for you. And if it's not going to work.
Right. And so
it's not going to work.
And I'll say this.
Yeah.
When you feel something in your heart,
girl,
listen, go for it.
Talk about it.
Like when you feel it, when you just feel it, just go for it. Don't think about the what ifs or what happens. I just go for it.
That's a word in and of itself, because that's something I'm going through, and this is all just a.
If you don't try, you never know if you don't try. So just go for it.
That's so. Each one of you share where people can find you and the services that you provide, and then we'll go ahead and take it out. So go ahead, each one. Go for it.
So you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and my website. So it's just all Bees Health and Beauty Bar on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. My website is www.beeshealthandbeautybar.com. And like I said, I do body contouring, teeth whitening, fillers, detoxes. I feel like I'm forgetting something, but yeah. Come get snatched with me. These hands is magical, okay?
Talk about it.
Hello Nails. You can find me on Instagram. I still use my personal, because I'm a full-time nail tech. So it's at Nail Tech Alexis, ALEXUS. And on Facebook, it's Hello Nails, just like Hello Nails. Shoot, really sweet, I don't have a website, but you can also look me on Google, and you can just call that number, 717-497-0763.
Talking about it.
Yeah, just call. We'll answer. There's dope nail techs there. We can get you in.
Absolutely. if she's booked, it's because of me. Don't feel no type of way.
Yeah, don't.
Ladies, I just want to say I love what you're doing. I love the fact that you both just took a leap of faith and are going for it, and you're still thriving and amazing. And I just want to give flowers where they
Thank you
belong.
for having us.
You flowers.
you.
Yeah,
No,
you,
thank
you
you.
brought us here. Thank you.
I
Lissette.
really
Yes,
appreciate. These
me
are the kind of
too.
conversations I want. It's a matter of just getting started and taking that leap of faith, because I think at times people are worried about how to get set.
Yes.
And
Let's just do it.
And just do it.
You can get set with Lissette.
There you go.
I was going to say, and with that, thank you for joining me for yet another episode of Get Set with Lissette. Bye.
Bye. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad.